After a challenging year where I spent far too many days never leaving my room, I made myself a promise that I would spend time outdoors every day from now on. When the going gets tough and any little bit of positivity helps, going outside is one of those things where it might not always turn your day around completely, but it's quite likely that it will make it at least 3 or 4% better. Sometimes I wonder how I find myself in these situations so often, where it feels like I'm just holding on, hanging by a thread, rather than being out there flourishing. But I think those moments of wishing, really wanting to be doing better, are an integral part of figuring out how you're going to get where you want to be. Wanting to be motivated can be the seed from which motivation grows. When I first started these daily excursions, it was mostly just the physical act of moving my body from one place to another, but gradually they became more. I started looking up rather than just at my feet and noticing the sky for the first time in weeks. I started picking up pine cones, smelling them, even tasting them, rediscovering infantile curiosity. My walks turned to adventures. Do you ever stand over some sort of vista and feel like you're in a movie? I used to do it a ton when I was a kid. I'd put one foot up onto a rock or tree stump and strike a noble pose, a knight steeling themselves for a great journey ahead. I miss the days when you would imagine great challenges for yourself to overcome, rather than them coming to you. But hey, you wanted adventure, right? I think that lying on the ground and staring at the clouds in the winter is the most underrated thing in the world. When the snow dampens every sound but itself crunching and rustling. And how wonderful of a concept are snow angels. I need to do more snow angels. I started to feel better about journeys when I realized destinations constantly reset. And they should. As you learn and grow along the way, you find out that where you thought you needed to be isn't what you really want. Or maybe that there's nowhere you need to be, and that wherever you go, there you are. What they don't tell you about being like water is that sometimes you have to get really, really cold. And sometimes you find yourself so deep that light can't penetrate to that depth. And those times are when it's hardest to trust in fate. But fate isn't static, it isn't foretold. It's powered by hope, and when I force myself to walk through the valley when it's 40 below, I'm reminded that as long as you move forward, there's hope. On my walks, I see deer and raccoons, coyotes and dogs, beavers and otters, bats and birds, fish and snails. There's a song I like about a woman being so inspired by a squirrel preparing for winter that she pulls herself out of despondency. Once or twice, I swear one of my woodland friends and I have shared a friendly little nod, an acknowledgement of each other, and a small sign of encouragement. A pact of hope in a world of no guarantees. This year I've been finding it a bit easier to hope. Thanks for listening, thank you for walking with me, and thank you for hoping with me.